السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. رب زدني علما، اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم. I welcome you all to the class of دروس اللغة العربية لغير الناطقين بها. And inshallah ta'ala, today we are going to continue uh, with the third book, inshallah. And we are beginning today, inshallah, lesson number 8. Right? So, in this lesson, we are going to start, which we already have a little idea about, and that is Ma'arifa and Nakirah. Right? A very simple lesson. And we did talk about it in book 2 a little bit. The Sabatu Aqsam lil Ma'arifa, there are 7 types of Ma'arifa. And it's called Al-Alamu, Wad-Damir, والضمير والإشارة. نعم، العلم والضمير والإشارة. الموصول. نعم، العلم والضمير والإشارة. الموصول والإضافة. إضافة ويا. نعم. The 7 times العلم. العلم includes 2. Al-alam includes 2. And we talked about it in book 2 also. So if any word gets an alam, it is a ma'rifa. Right? And if any, it's a name of something, alam, it is also ma'rifa. Naam, alhamdulillah. Damir, all the pronouns he, they, huwa, huma, hum, kitabuhu, kitabuhuma, the attached pronouns or the detached, whatever, it is damir. It is also a ma'rifa. Or be it verb also, fa'altu, ta, tuma, tumti, tuma, tuna, those are also ma'rifa. And ishara, ishara is also marifa. Haza, hazi. When you point out to something, that's definite, right? It's ishara. Marifa means what? Something which is known. So either you put alif lam, that is also known, the house, the whatever, due to the context, or you call out someone Muhammadun, Zaidun. Even though the name has tanween, it is still marifa, right? Fatima, too, feminine name, or damir, right? Instead of using a name, we are using a pronoun, he, they, she, whatever. Ishara, when you point out something, this, that, those, these, haza, hazi, haulai, hatani, hadani, zanika, tanika, duals also, ulaika. When you point those, so those are also marifa. Al Mausul, when you say the one who came, allazi, allati, allazani, allazina, allati, allai, all these also marifa. So instead of saying the man came, I can say the one who came yesterday, I met him or something. Yeah, Mausul it is called. I mean, instead of bringing one word, you're bringing a whole sentence. The book which I saw yesterday, I bought it today. Whatever. Idafa is we don't look at the mudaf. The mudaf ilayh, if it is marifa, the idafa. Like if I say a man's book, it could be any man's. Kitabu rajulin. It's not marifa because the mudaf ilayh is not man. But if I say kitabur rajuli, right, then it is marifa, the man's book, right? Obviously, because we don't know the book, but when you say the man's book, then it could be a specific book. And yeah, when you call someone rajulun is just a man, nakira. But if you call someone yeah rajul, then that becomes marifa because you're calling a specific person. You're calling a specific person, except for a blind man. If a blind man is saying yeah rajula, then that is not marifa because he means any man, right? So that time, Ya Rajulan or Ya Rajula, um, I think he'll bring it in this lesson. A blind man calling because it doesn't mean a specific man. Khuz biyadi. Naam, a blind man. Yeah, I think this is new. Okay. Yeah, I didn't teach this. Oh, maybe it's coming now. I don't remember. So, so blind man calling Ya Rajula. So you make it mansub that time. Ya Rajulan. Or else you drop the tanween, right? Ya Rajulu. I don't know if it is in this book or not. But if a blind man is calling, Ya Rajula, Ya Muhammada, I mean, he doesn't mean specific Muhammad. He's just giving some name, right? Oh man, Tom, Dick, Harry, whatever, right? Like that. So it means any name. Take my hand. Khuz biyadi. He wants to cross the road or whatever. Now, I think he brings it here. Now, okay. So let's begin. Bismillah Rahman Rahim Al Mushtari. This is shopping. He's going for shopping, of course. Al-mushtari, the buyer says, the one who's purchasing, Aladayka akhlamun. Do you have pens? Ladayka akhlamun. And we learned in book one and also, right? Indaka and book two, I think. Ladayka and indaka means same. Do you have? And we use it only for things. If you have want to ask for brothers and sisters, we learned alaka akhun, alaka ikhwatun. Do you have brother? Yeah, book one. Naam. Laka ladayka is aqlamun. Do you have pens? Aqlamun. He doesn't mean specific pens, just pens. So that's why he made it nakira. Alayka aqlamun. Do you have pens? Naam. Sahibul mahal. Mahal means shop, okay? A place. So the owner of the place says, the shopkeeper, نعم لدينا أقلام حبر وأقلام جافة. المشتري على عربية بين يديك. نعم مشتري. البائع is the seller. Mm. نعم we have uh, right. We have, yes, لدينا, we have لدينا. لديك, you have. لدينا, yes, we have أقلام حبر. Right, this is مضاف مضاف إليه. أقلام حبر. We have حبر means ink pen. We have an ink pen. وأقلام جافة. See, here, uh, ink pen, he made it into a mudaf and mudaf ilayh. You see, أقلام حبر. So a pen of ink, and أقلام جافة is a dry pen. That is a ball pen. It's not manut, not موصوف صفة. So he could have also said أقلام جافة maybe, but maybe they don't use it that way. For ink pen, they make mudaf mudaf ilayh, and for ballpoint pen, they make a jaf. Jafun is something which is dry. Yabisun, dry. Yabis is also dry. Um, if I remember it correctly. Mushtari says, Atini Zaka. Now he wants to teach us, Atini, give me that. He's pointing to something. Zaka Zalika. Yushiru ila qalamin. Ashara Yushiru is to point to something. So he's pointing to that something. Yushiru ila qalamin. So Zaka is also Ma'rifa. Right? So till now nothing came Ma'rifa, right? Ladaika, Lada is Zarf, anyway, Zarf and Mudaf ilayhi. Naam, aladayka. Atini zaka, give me that. So when you say that, when you point to something, that becomes specific thing. Give me that. Sahibul Mahal says, Haza, this one. La alladhi fawqahu. La alladhi fawqahu. No, the one which is above it. So allazi also came. This is also marifa. Allazi is, of course, marifa, right? Allazi fawqahu, which is above it. So not that one, no, the one above it. Hada, this one. Hada, this one. Uh, نعم, yes. وأعطني قلم رصاص. And also give me a قلم رصاص. Rasas is lead, so lead pencil, that is a pencil. قلم رصاص is a pencil. قلم رصاص is a pencil. There's another name for قلم pencil. I forgot. Right? قلم رصاص is also used, and another name is used. I forgot for a pencil. No. Rasasun is lead, so qalamu rasas. So atini, ata, yuti, atini. Give me. Give me qalamu rasasin. Give me that red pen, lead pencil. So qalam is pen, so lead pencil. I mean, lead pen is pencil. Lead is rasas. Sahibul mal. Hada qalamu rasas. This is the pencil. Take this pencil also. I mean, he doesn't need to say. I mean, here it is kind of, yeah. Here it is. Here's the pencil. Fine. هذا قلم رصاص. This is a pencil. Obviously, we know that this is a pencil, but he means maybe that here's the pencil. How was that? Here it is. We learned in some book two or something. How was that means here it is. Ha naza. Here I am. Ha here z for feminine. Here she is. So here it is for feminine. Ha here z. Um, Atini daftaran. So this guy is shopping. Atini daftaran. I want a notebook. So he's come to a stationery shop. Huh? I want a notebook. دفترا أعطيني. الدفاتر أنواع مختلفة. And he's also not stating which notebook he wants clearly, right? He wants to talk a lot. So he's like, oh. So the shopkeeper has to describe. Well, we have a lot of notebooks. Which notebook do you want? الدفاتر أنواع مختلفة. Right? The notebooks are of different types. أنواع نوع is a singular. أنواع أنواع type types مختلفة different types مختلف and مختلفة. Why is it feminine? Because it is غير عقل plural, right? أنواع. أي نوع تريد? Which type do you want? So أي. Why is it mansub? Because أي, it is turidu ayya naw'in. So this is the object, maf'ulun bihi. Ayya is the maf'ulun bihi of turidu. And anytime you use ayya or ayyu with a verb, then you make it ayyab. Because that's how it is. Because if you don't bring a verb, then you can use it. Say like ayyu kitabin hadha. Which book is this? Naam. So turidu ayya naw'in. That's why it is ayya. Because ayya, like right? Like hamzatul istifham. This also ayyu also doesn't like coming second, right? So you have to bring them first, right? So hamzatul istifham also, right? You, if you say wa hadha al bayt. So and is this a house? If you want to ask, you don't say it like this because hamzatul istifham is very stubborn. Awa hadha al bayt. It comes in the Quran a lot of times, right? Awa hadha al baytu. Awa. Or yeah, afa. Afa ra'aytumul lata wal uzza. Afa. Afa also. So. But you translate va and fa first. Uridu, the mushtari says, the buyer says, Uridu daftaran za waraqin musattarin. I want a notebook. Za. We learned zu, za, zi, right? Za, mansub, because this is also mansub, right? Zu becomes za. Asmaul khamsa. I want a notebook which is having ruled papers. Waraqin musattar, ruled papers. We learned this also. Musattar, ruled papers. على غلافه, on its غلاف, on its cover, خريطة للعالم. خريطة للعالم. On its cover, there should be a map of the world map. خريطة is a map. خرائط is a plural. خريطة للعالم الإسلامي, the Islamic world map. He wants the Islamic world map, right? So, so he wants a book which has a Islamic world map on it. So maybe he saw some book like that or with that design. So he's asking that book. Sahibul Mahal said, Aturidu shay'an akhara? Do you want something else? Right? We learned akharu becomes akhara, dipped out. And its plural is akharuna. And the feminine is ukhra. And the plural of ukhra is ukhar. Remember, akharu, akharuna, ukhra, ukhar. It doesn't become ukhrayat or whatever. It becomes ukhar. Do you want anything else? And it comes in an adjective many times. So anything else? Turidu shay'an. Do you want anything? Akhara, else. Or something else. La. I don't want anything. Sahibul Mahal. This guy has a son also. Yunad ibnahu. Nada yunadi is to call. Means form 3 we'll learn inshallah. Nada yunadi is to call. Nidaun is the masdar. Nida. Right. No, nida is not the masdar. Nida is the masdar of 3-letter verb. Nada yunadi, because jahada yujahidu jihad. Yeah, nidaun, yes. Nidaun is the masdar, correct. Nada yunadi. Yunadi ibnahu. He calls his son. He calls ya walad. So, oh boy. He calls his son as ya walad. He has a name. Ya walad. Maybe, yeah, he says it's son, right? It's not like it's a boy in his shop. Ya walad, oh boy. Da hadil ashya'a fi kisin. Right? Da wada'a yada'u. Da put these things in a bag. Keys is a bag, plastic bag or whatever. Akyas is the plural. Keys. Put these things in a bag. And da hadil ashya. Ashya mansu because badal fi kisin. Lil mushtari. Atilmidun anta. So the shopkeeper is guessing, oh, he's buying these notebooks and pens and so on. Tilmiz talibun. So instead of saying anta tilmiz, that is also fine, but generally they bring the direct thing, right? A mudarrisun anta, a tilmizun anta. Are you a student? Tilmidun anta. He says, the mushtari says, Naam. Sahibul Mahal. Now he's doing small talk. Masmuka, what's your name? After buying so many things, Sahibul Mahal says, so what's your name? Al Mushtari. Ismi Malikun. My name is Malik. If you remember, Malik is the Ismul Fa'il. So he's bringing names also from the previous lessons. Ismul Fa'il. Malaka. Malaka yamluku. To own something. So the one who owns is called Malik. Maliki Yawmiddin. Right? The owner of the day of judgment. Sahibul Mahal says, Fi ayyi madrasatin tadrusu? In which school do you study? Right? Madrasa. Because في مدرسة Malik says Malikun في مدرسة عمر الثانوية. I study in the Umar Madrasa, school of Umar, secondary schools, secondary school of Umar or Umar secondary school. Umar is Thanaviya. Thanaviya is high school, right? So he's little high. So uh, uh, I mean, little. He's in high school now. He looks a little older. Yusallimu lahul waladu. So the boy is collecting in the background. He's collecting those things and stuff. Yusallimu lahul waladu. So sallama yusallimu. If it comes with ala, right? Sallamtu alayka. That means to say salam. But if it comes with lahu, it means to give. Sallama yusallimu, form 2, this is fa'ala yufa'ilu taslim. To say salam. If you say ala, sallamtu alayka, sallamtu ala Ibrahim. It means I said salam on Ibrahim. But if I say sallamtu lahu, sallamtu laka shay'an, that means I gave to you. I submitted to you. Right? Because sallama also has a meaning of submission, right? So, so sallamtu yusallimu lahu al-waladul ashya'a fi kisin. So the boy gives him the things in a bag. Fi kisin nakira, right? Once again. See, sallama, right? This is the verb. Sallama, if it comes with ala, if it comes with ala, it means sallamtu alayka. That means I said salam to you. Hmm. He brings in the exercise, I guess. Sallama yusallimu. But if I say sallamtu with a li, right? Laka or whatever. Sallamtu laka or lahu, right? That means to submit or to give something, right? To give, submit something. No? Sallama yusallimu. Yusallimu lahul waladu. So the boy gives him. It doesn't mean he says salam. Damir muttasil. Which one? This lahu, yeah. Yeah. ويدفع مالك قيمتها. And Malik, dafa yadfa'u is to push, but here it means to pay. Pay, because you're pushing the money out of pocket or something, right? And pushing it in his hands. Dafa is to push. So yadfa'u malikun. So generally it means to pay also. Yadfa'u malikun doesn't mean push, because the context says that he's paying. So yadfa'u, dafa'a, yadfa'u. Because difa is used as defense, right? Difa is the word, masdar is used as difa'un, means defense when you're defending something. وَيَدْفَعُ مَالِكٌ قِيمَتَهَا. And Malik paid its price. Qimat is price, qimataha, its price. Qimatun, its value. وَيَخْرُجُ. And he was leaving. He is leaving. So he pays the price and he goes out. Sahibul Mahal. Ya Malik. So the shopkeeper is calling. Ya Malik, ta'al. After he's leaving, the shopkeeper remembers something. Ya Malik, ta'al, come, come. Ta'al means come, right? Ta'ala. The verb is actually ta'ala ya ta'ala, to rise here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the amr is ta'ala, will drop the ya, right? So ta'ala actually meant come up, rise, because ta'ala means high, right? But the people started using so commonly, it just meant to come now. Ta'ala, right? Ta'ala. And the feminine is ta'alay, come. This is the most common way to tell someone to come. Ta'alay for girl, ta'ala for uh, masculine singular. And for plural is ta'alaw. So, ta'ala, ta'alaw, ta'alay, ta'alayna. Ta'alaw, it comes from the Quran. Ta'alaw, atlu ma harrama alaykum rabbukum. Come. Lam has which haraka? Ta'ala, fatha, fatha. When people say, they just say with a sukun, ta'al. Eh? Now, it just became common like ta'al. It's actually ta'ala. Because majzoom, right? Amr, it has a weak letter here. Alif maqsura. Ta'ala, Allahu subhanahu wa ta'ala. You just drop it. So it's just ta'al, ta'ala. هذه لوحة جميلة. This is a lawha. You see a lawha, they put in houses, right? A plaque, what do you say? Right? Tahwi ayatin wa hadith, which contains Jamila. It's a beautiful plaque of cardboard, not cardboard, it's made of glass or something. And in which tahwi, hawa yahwi is to contain. which contains verses and ahadith. So they put Ayatul Kursi and so on, right? It's just a decoration piece, which many scholars say we should not put because, yeah, a board or a frame, correct. And this is a frame, this is a plaque, a placard, a chart also you can say, lawha, and the plural is alwah. It comes in the Quran. Musa alayhi salam got his verses, the Torah, his book on alwah, on these iron sheets or whatever it was. Naam. And it comes in the Quran that when he saw his qawm after he came back, they started worshiping the calf again. He وَأَلْقَى الْأَلْوَاحَ. He threw the alwah. Naam, on the ground. Not threw, he put it maybe. Now he put it. Alqa is to throw literally, but he just put it down with anger. He was so angry. I went for 40 days and so on, and you started doing shirk again. Naam, and he caught uh, Harun alayhi salam. So Harun said, Yabna ummi, Yabna ammi, don't, la ta'khudh bi lihyati, don't catch by my beard. Right? I couldn't do, they were about to kill me. Naam. So this is lawha, lawhatun, alwah, alwahun. Oh, lawhat is all, I think alwah, lawhun, alwah, lawhatan or lawhat. Alwah has maybe something else as a singular. Lawhun, mm, lawhun mahfuz. So there's lawh and there's lawhatun maybe. Allahu A'lam. Here hadiyatun lak. It is a gift to you. Hadiya is gift. Laka is for you. This is a gift for you. Shukran, Malik, of course. Thank you, thank you. Jazakallahu khairan. May Allah reward you good with good. Yaqra, he reads. He reads the words in the lawha. Ma indakum yanfadu wa ma indallahi baq. Right? Whatever you have, nafada yanfidu. Yanfadu. Nafida, I think. I don't know. Nafida. Nafidna. Or nafadna. I don't know if it is nafada or nafida. You have to look it up, but this means to lose, to lose. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ma indakum yanfadu. Whatever is with you, you lose. I mean, it'll end. Wa ma indallahi baqin. And whatever is with Allah, it will remain baqin. Right? Manqus. Al-Baqi, right? If you put alif lam, the ya will come back, right? Baqin, baqa, yabqi. The ismul fa'il, if you remember from naqis, it is baqin, right? Mashayamshi, mashin, right? Last, which lesson was that? The fifth lesson. Now, from naqis, if you make ismul fa'il, you make it like this, baqin. Mada yamdi, to pass. Madin, past tense, fi'lul madi. Hadin, yes. Hada yahdi, hadin. Naam. So that is why this is like this. If it would not be like that, it would have been baqiyun. Mm, Baqiyun. This word is missing in the book. Which word? Yanfadu. Yeah, it's a verse of the Quran, no? Let me check the app. This is Surah An-Nahl 96. Al-Quran by word is the app, by the way. It gives you the verb also. 96. ما عندكم ينفد وما عند الله باق. I just want to make sure is nafida or I think it should be nafida, but let's see. Nafida, correct? Naam. Nafida yanfadu. Naam, exhausted. Nafida yanfadu. Nafid is the ismul file, of course. Passive participle is manfud. And the masdar is nafad or nafadun. Nafadun. Nafad is loss, exhaustion, or something which is lost, which is ma indakum yanfadu wa ma indallahi baq. وَلَنَجْزِيَنَّ الَّذِينَ صَبَرُوا أَجْرَهُم بِأَحْسَنِ مَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. And whoever has patience, because this world requires patience, we will give them a good right, reward for what they have been doing. This was written, and another hadith is al-Muslimu man salima al-Muslimuna min lisanihi wa yadihi. And this is the hadith rawahu Shaykhan. It came in Bukhari and Muslim. Al-Muslim, Muslim is the one. Man salima al Muslimun. Salima means to be safe. So so you translate the file first, right? Salima Islamu. The Muslim is the one from whom the Muslims are safe from his tongue and his hand. That is, he's not violent and he's not a backbiter and so on. This is the hadith now. Al Muslimu man salima al Muslimuna min lisanihi wa yadihi. Okay, that's a small lesson of Ma'rifa and Nakira. Right? Small, beautiful lesson. This is just a breather before we get into little difficult stuff. No? All right, let me open the answers. That's the Samin. Yeah, we are in the eighth lesson right now. Mal ashya allati ishtaraha Malik. What are the things which ishtara yashtari is to buy, right? Malik purchased them. Allati ishtaraha Malikun. What are the things which Malik purchased? He purchased a daftarun. Ishtara Malikun أقلام أقلاما قلم رصاص دفترا. He purchases it. الأشياء التي اشتراها مالك هي قلم ودفتر. He just mentioned two here, a pen and a notebook. Yeah, maybe قلم رصاص also they included in this. أين يدرس مالك؟ يدرس مالك في مدرسة عمر الثانوية. يدرس في مدرسة عمر الثانوية. He studies in, I don't know how you translate, because secondary Umar school or Umar secondary school. ماذا حوت اللوحة؟ حوا يحوي, right? Like مشى يمشي, to contain, to contain ناقص. So حوت مشت Umar secondary school. Yeah, that's fine. ماذا حوت اللوحة? We'll give it a kasra, right, when you're joining. What did the lawha contain? The plaque contain? الآيات وأحاديث. آيات وأحاديث. Verses and ahadith. Now, okay, he begins about Ma'rifa and Nakira. Remember, Al-Alamu, the seven, Al-Alamu, Wal-Damiru, Wal-Ishara, right? All these are. Hawat is to contain. Hawa Yahwi, to contain. Hawa Yahwi, Masha Yamshi, to contain, to include. So, Ma'rifa, Aqsamul Ma'rifa, there's seven, right? We did in book two or book one also. Al-Alamu, Wal-Damir, Wal-Ishara. إشارة والموصول والإضافة, and this is what he'll teach now. وياء, right? It could be an right again. It could be alif lam. Anything which has alif lam is marifa. Anything which has a name is marifa, right? Anything which is a name, Muhammadun, Khalidun, even though it has a tanween. Anything which is a damir is marifa. Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hum, hunna, or the joint ta, tuma, tum, whatever, attached or detached pronouns, so munfasil or muttasil. Or it could be ishara also. Hada, hadani, haulai, hadi, hatani, haulai, dhalika, dhanika, ulaika, tilka, tanika, ulaika. All these ishara. Or mausul, right? Allazi, allazan. These are also marifa. Allazi, allazani, allazina, allati, allatani, allai, allati. Right? And idafa, right? When you make something mudaf, mudaf ilayhi also. If the with mudaf ilayhi is marifa, mudaf is also marifa. And when you call someone ayya, and this is what he explains now. Al ismu. We should actually read al ismu, right? Because we should not stop because this is hamzatul wasl. Al ismu imma ma'rifatun wa imma nakiratun. Imma we learned, right? Either or. So the noun is either ma'rifa, definite, or it is indefinite, right? Ma'rifa or nakira. فالمعرفة. So what is معرفة? ما دل على معين. It is something which indicates. دل يدل, we learned right, like حج يحج, مضاعف, to point, which indicates, which points towards معين. معين means specified thing. Right? The verb is form two actually. عين يعين, to point, معين, specified thing, a particular thing. كمحمد. When you say Muhammad, automatically some person comes, right? I mean, we assume you know about him. If you talk, Muhammad came today. So when I'm talking to you, I assume you know him. Then you'll ask, who is this Muhammad? Which Muhammad are you? Oh, Muhammad. You don't know Muhammad, right? So, I mean, I assume you know, right? So it is marifa. When you take in someone's name, right, it is assumed through context or whatever that the person knows about it. right? Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the Prophet Muhammad. Ya Muhammad. Wa anta, if I say you, that's a damir, right? This is the alam. Wa anta. When I say you, obviously it's you and no one else, whoever I'm speaking to. Right? It's specified. It's not like some random person, right? Anta, anti, antuma, whatever. Wahada, if I point to something also, ismul ishara. Right? So he's giving examples like Muhammad and Anta. Haza also, when you point something, Haza, that, this. That's why in the shop he's pointing this. Hada, right? So that is specific. Zalika Haza. Wa kitabul mudarrisi. This is mudaf ilayh. So mudaf, we can't see that this is Madifa Nakira. When the mudaf ilayh has alif lam, so this also becomes Madifa. So this is also one type. So kitab is Madifa. How do you know it's Madifa? You look at the mudaf ilayhi, right? And if this has alif lam, then this also. If I say Kitabu Mudarrisin, a teacher's book, which book is it? And which teacher are you talking about? Any teacher it could be. Right? Kitabul Mudarrisi. Wal Jamiati. Can you read this sentence one? Yeah. And university. So, fal ma'rifatu. Jamia has alif lam. So, this is an alif lam example. So, fal ma'rifatu ma dalla ala mu'ayyanin ka Muhammadin wa anta wa hadha wa kitab al mudarris wal jamiati. Why did I read kitabi? Because ka, this is all majroor because of ka and wow copies, right? Atf. So, wa kitab al mudarris. Anta haza is mabni. We won't change this, right? Okay. Which is ka. It's a preposition, right? Ka means like. It didn't come before ka. No, misl. Ka means mislu for like. Anta ka akhi. You are like my brother. Anta laysa ka mislihi shay. We can add mislu also, like Allah said. There's nothing like him. Naam. Ka like. One nakira too. And nakira is what? Ma dalla ala ghayri muayyanin ka rajulin. And nakira, what is nakira? Indefinite. It is which points to something which is not specified. غير معين. غير means غير. على غير معين. على because kasra. No? على غير معين. معين. Which is not something which is not specified. غير means not. كرجل like man, a man, some man. وكتاب, a book, any book. وجامعة, a university. It could be anyone. مجهول. nakira. أقسام المعرفة. Like very simple stuff, alhamdulillah. أقسام المعرفة. We know already, right? We talked about it a lot. المعارف سبعة أقسام. Right? The معرفة plural is معارف. The words which are definite. So the definite nouns are 7 types. Uh, types. قسم, أقسام. قسم is singular. قسم could also mean a section, right? So 7 sections, but 7 types is fine. وهي, and they are. Why here? Because غير عقل plural. الضمير. We know our it's العلم والضمير والإشارة الموصول والإضافة وياو, but he has his own order, of course. الضمير مثل pronouns are معرفة. Remember, all pronouns are معرفة. All pronouns. What are pronouns? Instead of using a proper noun, we are using a pronoun. He, she, they, what. Ana, wa anta. If I say I'm a particular person. Right? Anta, you, huwa, he, wata. Even attached pronouns also. I mean, katabtu, I wrote. If I say I wrote, I'm specified. Right? I'm not some other person. I, right? I am me. Katabtu. Wal wow. So the ta also, the attached pronoun, this one, is also ma'rifa. Katabtu. Wal wow min yaktubuna. Here also yaktubuna, they are writing. So who are those they? The wow shows, right? The wow. File. So all the files are also ma'rifa. Because if you say they are writing, who are they? I mean, we know who are they. Right? They are specified. Yaktubuna and so on. So attached pronoun munfasila or muttasila, whatever it is, or attached to nouns or attached to like if I say his book, kitabuhu, that who also, that ha is also damir. That who, right, is also a ma'rifa. If I say his book, who's that his? I mean, we assume you know it. Right? If you don't know, then you should ask whom do you mean? Right? Second, al-alam. The second is a noun. It could be a noun also. A name, Ahmad. Even though the name could have tanween, right? Muhammadun. Many people get confused in book one. Maybe not now. In book one, why does Muhammadun has tanween and we are not saying Muhammad, right? So no, no. Even if it has tanween, it is ma'rifa. So we say just Muhammad, Ahmadu, Hindu, well, Hindu, girl's name, right? Ahmadu, diplomat name, wa Makkatu, right? Makkah. These are all names. So ma'rifa. اسم الإشارة. Third type is اسم الإشارة. العلم والضمير والإشارة الموصول والإضافة وياء. اسم الإشارة. إشارة. When you're pointing some this, that, towards, whatever. مثل هذا ذلك وهذه وتلك وهؤلاء. All those هذا هذان هؤلاء ذلك هذه هاتان هؤلاء ذلك ذانك أولئك تلك تانك أولئك. All those. How many are there? 3 into 4, 12, right? All those are marifa. Al ismul mausul. When you say allazi, the one who, or who, right? Allazi khalaq al mauta wal hayat. Right? Allazi is marifa. Because you can see alif lam and the meaning also gives the meaning. Allazi. Al ismul mausul is also marifa. Allazi, allazina, allati, allati. Right? Singular, plural, the one who, they, right? Those guys. Allati, she, the one who, lady. Allati, those. Al-banatu lati fil bayti, the girls in my, which are, who are in my house. Wama or man also. Now, ismul mausula are not just allazi and allati. There's ma mausula also. And if you remember in book 2, it came, right? Akulu ma taakulu. I will eat what you will eat. Yeah, man also. Man also. Man al mausulataini. Ma and man. Ma mausula is also there. Man mausula also is there. Right? So I know it will come in book 3. Oh, it didn't come. Ma Mosula and Man Mosula. So like instead of saying I I ate what you ate, akaltu ma akulu ma atakulu. I'll eat what you'll eat. Right? What? It comes in between two verbs generally. I'll do what you'll do. I'll I'll hit what you'll hit. Or whatever. I'll go where you'll go. Where is again mata. Mata is something else. That is shart. Man also something. I hit the one who hit me. Not the one. I hit who hit me. ضربت من ضرب من ضربني. So like that. Um, so you didn't hit one person. I mean, instead of bringing ضرب to waladi or something, I can say something man mawsul also. Al muhalla bi al. Muhalla means decorated, right? Muhalla means decorated. So which is decorated with al. That's how they say al muhalla bil al. That means which gets alif lam at the beginning. Mislu al kitabu, the book. This is marifa. Ar-rajulu. This is marifa. This lam also is not pronounced shamsiya, no? It is still marifa. So this is the fifth. The seventh, right? Al-mudafu ila ma'rifatin. Mudaf to a marifa, which is mudaf to a marifa. Like it becomes mudaf to a mudaf ilay, which is marifa. Like mislu kitabuhu. Remember, when a pronoun joins a noun, it becomes mudaf ilay. So this is also Kitabu is also Marifa. His book, when you say it's Marifa, right? Kitabu is Marifa. Kitabu who. Because who is also Marifa. The Ha. We don't say who literally. We say the Ha, letter Ha here is also Marifa. Okay. And Kitabu Hamidin. If a name also comes, so Kitabu Hamidin or Kitabu Hada. You can bring Ismul Ishara also. Kitabu Hada means this person's book or his book or iski book we say in Urdu. I don't know how you say it in English. Right? This book, this man's book. We don't say it in English. This guy's book. Guy is not written, but it's understood. Kitabu haza. Iski kitab. وكتاب الذي خرج من الفصل قبل قليل. نعم. So this is what ismul mausul. So this is also mudaf, right? And the mudaf ilay is this whole thing. Instead of bringing one word, we're bringing the book of the one who left from the class a while ago. No. We can say like this. No. So allazi is marifa. How do you know it's marifa? Because this jumla is starting with allazi, no? So this whole jumla is marifa. So this is also marifa because it's specified, right? Not anyone's book, the book of the person who just left the book from the class. A while ago. Qabla qalil means while ago. That is also ma'rifa. I mean, he's just trying to give some example. Or kitabul mudarrisi, even alif lam comes, that is also ma'rifa. No? So all these are ma'rifa, that's fine, yeah. Mudaf ila ma'rifatin, ma'rifa. Amma al-mudafu ila nakiratin fa nakiratun. As for mudaf to nakira, if it is mudaf to nakira, then it is nakira. Book is still in the class. Which book? This book is still in the class. I don't know if it is still in the class or where it is. The book of the one who left from the class a while ago. We don't know where the book is. It's just a book of the student who left from the class. So book could be anywhere. No? Okay. As for mudaf, amma al-mudafu ila nakiratin fa nakir. And we remember amma has a fa. So where is this fa coming? Here. Right? Fa is here. As for, then a fa comes in the jawab. As for mudaf to nakira, then it is nakira. Mislu kitabu talibin. A student's book. Kitabu talibin. A student's, any student's book it could be, right? Any student's book. Baitu mudarrisin. Or teacher's house, any house it is. And the seventh part is ya. And he says an nakiratu al maqsudatu bin nida. So it is actually nakira, but maqsud specified, right? Maqsud, it is made as the maqsud, how do you say? It is specified with nida when you're calling someone, right? He's the maqsud, he's the intention behind it. Maqsud means my intention or the one whom I'm addressing. So an-nakira, which is addressed by calling someone. Mislu ya rajulu. So rajulun is nakira, but you say ya rajul, right? It becomes ma'rifa because it's calling specific. Ya shaykhu, oh shaykh, ta'al, come. Uh, This is also ma'rifa. إذا ناديت رجلا وشيخا معينين. If you're calling a specific person, رجلا وشيخا, a man and an old man, معينين, specified person. So one person you're calling. You're not calling anyone, right? You're not. أما النكرة غير المقصودة. So this is مقصودة bin nida, which is specified with calling, right? You're calling some specific person. So as for the nakira, which is ghayrul maqsuda, which is not intended, bin nidai, like I talked about the blind man, right? He brought it here. I just remember. Amma nakira to ghayrul maqsudati bin nidai. As for nakira, which is not specified by calling, you calling the blind man for nakiratun, then it is nakira, and it become mansub. Hmm. So kaqawlil a'ama, the one who's blind, he's just calling ya rajulan khudh biyadi. Oh man, take my hand, right? Oh, he doesn't mean one specific because he can't see anyone, right? So he says, "Oh man, take my hand." So which man is this? Any man. Right? So in English we can say, "Someone take my hand." Right? Someone help me. So who's that someone? Anyone could help him. Yeah. So when you're not specifying one person, but any man, right? Okay. Like a beggar asking in the street, maybe. Oh man, help me. Oh people, help me. I mean, people is fine. It's specified because of everyone. But if he says, "Oh man, help me," so it becomes fathatain nam. Ya rajulan, khuz biyadi. Yes. He won't say ya rajulu with a dhamma. No. It becomes ya rajulan, khuz biyadi. Now, I don't know where it comes in the text, but here it is. He just gave an exception. والمعرفة لا تتغير حالها بالنداء. And معرفة is something which does not change. Its state, تغير يتغير, it's from 5. Huh? تتغير, it does not change حالها. Its state does not change بالنداء. Why? Because of calling. Right? يا خالد, يا هذا. Here it changes, right? Becoming mansub. But here يا خالد or يا هذا, oh this. Right? Oh this, oh. I don't know how to translate. Oh, يا هذا. يا هذا. Like in Urdu, we can say suniye or something. Right? Suno. Who's to suno? I mean, who should hear? Right? I mean, it's understood. Suniye, zara suniye, like that. Ya haza. Oh, this. Oh, ya hada, ya hada, ya hada. Yeah, it's very common actually. Uh, I think so because ya hada, ya hada. Qif, qif, ya hada. Mm. In English, we could say something like, yeah, I don't know in English, but so what about it? Oh, it's this is also marifa. Haza is also marifa. What did he mean to say here? It does not change marifa. Um, it's mabni, yeah. Still, it is marifa. Anyways, haza is a marifa only because it's ismul ishara. So you can call like that. It does not change its state by calling, right? But here, yeah, rajulan, it becomes mansub. That's what's now. Okay. So yeah, now. So whenever you're calling something, remember this becomes mabni. Ya rajulu, ya shaykhu. You don't say marfu. Marfu. Ya rajulu, ya shaykhu. You say it is mabni. Okay, you say it is mabni. Because if you bring a mudaf and mudaf ilayh, then it becomes mansub. Ya abdallahi, ya rabbal ka'bati. Because after when you're calling someone, it should actually become mansub. But the scholar said, why do you see this dhamma? Is it marfu? No, it is mabni. So it does not change. Here it is mansub, ya rajulan. So hati salasat amsilatin lil nakira. Very small exercises. Give uh, three examples of nakira. So we can give any example. Kitabun, baytun, nakira, right? A book, a house, khalamun. Don't say zaidun, huh? Muhammadun. These are names. Babun. Right? Zaidun, Muhammadun are names. They are marifa. So we can see the answers. That's what they give. Kitabun, qalamun, daftarun. Right? Daftarun. هاتي ثلاثة أمثلة لكل قسم من أقسام المعرفة. Mention three examples of seven categories of معرفة. So we can start with al. So he brings right ad-damir. Very easy, yeah. Ana, anta, huwa, ad-damir. Al-alam, Ahmad, Pakistan, Shaban. Ismul ishara, haza, zalika, ya, hazihi. Ismul mawsul. Very easy. If you want, I can go in deep, but I mean slowly. But I think it's easy, right? Allazi, allazina, allati. Ismul Mawsul, we already did this. Al Muhalla bil Al, right? Which gets Alif Lam. Al Kitabu, Al Rajulu, Al Masjidu. Al Mudafila Ma'rifa. Right? So you can say Kitabu Hamidin, Kitabuhu, Kitabu Hada. Al Nakira, Al Maqsood. So he's bringing he's not just saying a ya. He's saying An Nakiratul Maqsuda. Because there's Nakira Ghair Maqsuda bin Nida. Right? Like Ya Rajulan, Ya Bintan, like that. Ya waladu, ya shaykhu, ya rajulu. So all these are al-alamu wal-damiru wal-ishara. Al-mawsulu wal-idafatu wa yahu. That's it. Al-alamu wal-damiru wal-ishara. Al-mawsulu wal-idafatu wa yahu. Identify all the instances of nakira occurring in the main lesson. Very easy. Wherever you see tanween and so on. Uh, main lesson qalamun, aqlamun, daftarun, madrasatun, aqlamu, hibrin. This is mudaf ila nakira, no? Nakira. All these are nakira. Qalamu, rasasin, pencil, anwa'un, types, naw'un, type, waraqun, paper, shay'un, kisun, bag, tilmizun, student, lawhatun, plaque, a cardboard or whatever, ayatun, board, ahadith, hadiyatun, gift. استخرج من الدرس ما فيه من المعارف واسكن نوع. معارف also easy. All lesson it came. المشتري, the buyer. And the reason for معرفة صاحب المحل مضاف إلى معرفة. It is مضاف to المحل. ذاك اسم الإشارة. هذا اسم الإشارة. يا ولد, يا كم النكرة المقصودة بالنداء. أنت ضمير. مالك علم. And don't get confused by the tanween. It is معرفة. Names are معرفة. عمر معرفة. علم. هذه اسم الإشارة. هي ضمير. Right? We can do all this. Very easy. المسلم, المسلمون, المحلى بال, which is decorated with al. خريطة العالم الإسلامي. Here خريطة مضاف إلى معرفة. الذي اسم الموصول. لسانه مضاف إليه. يده مضاف إلى معرفة. But yeah, even pronouns are who, huma, hum, whichever guys are. Ka, kuma, kum, ki, kuma, kunna. Ha, huma, hunna. Right? All those here. When you join to a noun, that also becomes marifa. When you say his book, it is obviously marifa. Ad-dafatiru, alif lam. Ghilafahu or ghilafuhu. Mudaf al-ashya'a, alif lam. So many. Ash-shaykhan, ismi. مضاف اسمك مدرسة عمر قيمتها Allahu, Allah, alam, nam, lafzul jalala. Fifth, Marifa occurring, we did that. Which of the following two words has become Marifa because of the nida? Ya waladu or ya maliku? So help me out with this. So he says, which of the following two words has become Marifa because of nida? Is it ya maliku or ya waladu? So that means it is Nakira before, and then because of ya, it became Marifa. Which out of these two options? Waladu, yes. Why? Because if you remove the ya, it becomes waladun. It goes back to Nakira. But Malik is a name, right? Malikun. Even if you remove the ya, it is still Marifa. Now, so we don't say Malik became Marifa because of the ya, because Malik is obviously a name, so it is Marifa before itself, beforehand itself. Walad, on the other hand, you don't, uh, if you remove the ya, you bring back the tanween, waladun, then nakira, it becomes back, right? So, so ya waladu, ya maliku. So ya waladu becomes marifa, uh, nakira al maqsudatu bin nida. That's what the technical name it is. It was nakira before, and it was specified because of ya. Right? Identify all the instances of nakira and marifa occurring in the following hadith and specify a category of each of the marifa. Hmm? عن أنس بن مالك أن رجلا سأل النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم متى الساعة يا رسول الله. From Anas ibn Malik, أن رجلا, that a man asked the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم متى الساعة, when is the day of judgment? Ya Rasulullah, O Messenger of Allah. So, an is harf anyways. So, Ma'rifa and Nakira we see only in nouns. So, Anas ibn Malikin. This is, Anas is anyways a name, Ma'rifa. Ibn is also Ma'rifa ila Mudaf. Right? Anas, Alam, Malik also is Ma'rifa. Anna is again harf. Rajulan, Nakira. Right? Nakira. Sa'ala is verb. We don't see. Sa'ala Nabiya alif lam. Sallallahu. Salla is a verb. Allah is Ma'rifa. Alayhi. This is Jar Majrur anyways. He is Ma'rifa. The pronoun. Wasallama anyways verb. Harf. Mata when is zarf. Zarf. Mata. Yeah. Mata sa'a. This is Ma'rifa. Sa'a is muhalla bilal. And Rasulullah is mudaf ila Ma'rifa. Rasulullah. Ya Rasulullah mudaf ila Ma'rifa. Now. قال ما عادت لها. So he asked, when is the day of judgment? Prophet Sallallahu reverse question to him. What did you prepare for it? Adda yu'iddu is the verb form 4 it is. And adda, that's how, adda, adda, addu, addat, addata, adadna. It opens up, right? Like hajajna we learned in muda'af. This also form 4 also opens. Adatta, adattum, adattum, right? Adatta. What did you prepare for it? Adda is very commonly used. Addallahu lahum adab al jahim. Right? Uh, Allah prepared for them painful punishment. Adda yu'iddu, to prepare. إعداد. قال ما عددت لها من كثير صلاة. Right? I did not prepare for it from a lot of prayer. ولا صوم, nor fasting. ولا صدقة, nor charity. ولكني أحب الله ورسوله. So he said, I don't have so many salahs and fastings and charity and so on, but I love Allah. أحب الله ورسوله. I love Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So عددت, the ta also is marifa, no? عددت for this. This is jar majrur anyways. And alha also laha pronoun. Whenever we see pronouns, ma adatu, tu also is marifa, laha is also marifa. Salatin is nakira. I mean, kasir is salatin. So salatin is nakira. Sawmin also, sadaqatin. See, tanween, tanween, tanween. ولكني أحب الله معرفة رسوله معرفة. I love Allah and His Messenger. قال أنت مع من أحببت. You will be with those whom you love. See, man is mausula here. You will be with whom you love. أحببت. أحب يحب, to love. This is also like أعد يعد, same thing. So it'll open up. أحببنا أحببت أحببتما أحببتم. So all this Allah, al-yafi, lakinni also here. Lakinni, ya is also marifa. All the pronouns, at-tafid, ahbabta is also marifa. Naam. 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, just three more very simple exercises. Just Marifa Nakira. No? Change each of the following Nakira in using the method in front of it. Very easy. Sayyaratun bil idafa. So, how do you make? Waladun sayyaratun bil idafa. How do you make it? Marifa with idafa. You have to, there's the teacher's car. Sayyaratul mudarrisi. Sayyaratuhu. Yeah, perfect example. His car. نعم سيارة المدير أنا رسول بتحليتها بال by decorating it al, right? So الرسول very simple, put alif lam. أستاذ بالنداء يا أستاذ when you're calling, right? Very simple. الحمد لله. استخرج من الدرس, identify the following the main lesson. مثالين للمضاف إلى معرفة ومثالين للمضاف إلى النكرة. So we want مضاف إلى معرفة and مضاف إلى نكرة. So in the lesson, very easy. So خريطة العالم الإسلامي, the world map, Islamic world map, معرفة معرفة, اسمك معرفة معرفة. And then ink pen, see, مضاف مضاف ليه but نكرة. So this is also نكرة. قلم رصاص, pencil, right? Lead pencil, right? So نكرة نكرة, معرفة معرفة, نكرة نكرة, right? Simple, simple, simple. ثلاثة أمثلة لاسم الفاعل مشتق من الفعل الثلاثي مجرد. Oh, اسم الفاعل also is trying to revise us, making us revise. Malikun, I remember one. Baqin, two. And what else was there? Mushtari. Mushtari is not from three letters. It is Ishtara is the format. Mm, Sahib. Sahib is also small file. Sahiba yashabu to accompany, but Sahib means owner. Sahib also means friend, huh? Sahaba, companion. Naam. So Malikun, Baqin, Sahib. Oh, he remembers Sahib also. Great. File pattern, yeah, very easy. Baqin is naqis. Okay. Mithalan lin nasab. Oh, he's nasab also. Nasab is what? Hindun, Hindiyun. Not nasb with a sad. Nasab, Hindun, Hindiyun. Indian. So we had something like that. Lin nasab. Thanaviyun. Secondary school. No? It came Thanaviyun, Iyun. I think only one. Islamiyun. Oh, Islami also. Yes. Thanavi also. You did teach, I remember. Nam, Nam. It came in the lesson, Nisba, Yaun Nisba. Nam. This is some oral exercise of Atini. Very Shafaviyani means oral exercise. Shafatain, lips. So oral Tamrinani, oral exercise. These are two oral exercises, Alatian following two. يقول كل طالب لزميله. Every student will say to his classmate, أعطني قلمك. He's teaching us أعطني. Give me, give me, give me. أعطني قلمك. Give me your pen. كتابك, your notebook or your book or your notebook. دفترك. Right? And instead of saying أعطني, then you can say يقول كل طالب لزميله مشيرا إلى زميل آخر. Every student says to his classmate pointing to one another. أعطيه. So instead of saying أعطيني, أعطيه. Because it was actually ati who, right? And we learned that who becomes he for reading purpose. Fi kitabihi, not kitabihu. So ati who becomes ati he. Give him kitabaka. Give him your book. Ati hi kitabaka. Ati hi daftaraka. Ati hi mibrataka. Mibratun is sharpener. Give your sharpener. And so on. So atini, give me. Ata yu'ti. It's not atayati to come. Remember, confusing. Atayati is to come. Iti is the amr for that. Iti, come. Right? Like ta'al, come, ta'ala. And there's another ata yu'ti. Rabbana atina fit dunya. That is also means to give. So there's two things to give. Ata yu'ti, ata yu'ti with mad. Ata yu'ti. Rabbana atina fit dunya hasana. So same meaning. Ata yu'ti or ata yu'ti. And this atayati, iti, is to come. To come. Ata Nasrullah. Allah's help came. Ata wa'adullah. Right? So this is what. And ta'allam al-af'al, some verbs he's giving. Yeah. Nada yunadi, to call. This is form 3. How do you know it's form 3? This alif you see, right? Alif. We'll learn inshallah lesson 17. Nada yunadi, nadi. Nadi means call. Nadi. Nadi is amr, huh? Nadi. How do you make amr? Just chop, chop, right? Here you'll chop the last letter totally. It's ya, no? Nadi. Nadi, you don't bring, no need to bring Hamza because you can pronounce this. Nadi, call. And Nadin also means a club, a place, a club. Nadwa. Dafa yadfa is to pay. Nafida. Oh, he brings this word. Nafida yanfadu. To end. تقول نفدت نسخ هذا الكتاب في المكتبة. Nafida is to finish. So nusakh means copies. Nuskhatun is singular. Nusakh is the place. So what has finished? The copies of this book have finished or has finished in the library, or have finished plural. No? The copies of these books, or this book, copies of this book has finished in the library. Nafidat, like Samia Asmau. Nafida yanfadu, to end, to be oh, he gave it in English, huh? To be exhausted, run out, has run out the book copies. And his teacher was Sallama also. Sallama shay'a lahu ay a'tahu iyyahu. Sallama shay'a lahu. He gave something to him. I means that is. A'tahu. He gave it to him. Iyyahu means mansub, because you cannot say a'tahu. So iya is used. I didn't think he taught us iya. No, he didn't teach us that. Iyahu. So iya is mansub. We'll learn this inshallah. If you want to bring an attached pronoun, and it is mansub, and you want to make it detached, so we bring iya. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Iya. It doesn't mean anything. It's just, to bring it separately. So ata who means he gave it to him. So this who, we cannot say who, right? So you bring iyahu. We'll learn inshallah. Taqulu, you will say sallamtu daftara lil mudarrisi. So if it comes with li, the la or li, it becomes to give. A'tahu. Yusallimu is this thing. But if you say with ala, to hand over, sallama lahu means to hand over, to give, right? To give, to hand over. Amma, as for sallama alayhi, if it comes with ala, فَمَعْنَاهُ قَالَ لَهُ السَّلَامُ عَلَيْكَ. It means he said to him, السلام عليك. وَقَدْ عَرَفْتَ ذَلِكَ من قبل, and you know this before. السلام عليك. I سلمت عليك. I said salam to you, but so this is called salam, to greet. So salima yaslamu. Salima yaslamu is to save. So this is the normal, right? Sallama is to greet or to give. If sallama comes with lahu or whatever, li, right? Laka, lahu, sallamtu lil mudarrisi. I submitted, to hand over to the teacher. If I say sallamtu alal mudarrisi, that means I said salam to the teacher. This is sallama yaslam. If you go to the three-letter verb, salima, salima yaslamu, to be safe. Salim tu min hada. I became safe from this. Salima, to be safe, to be unhurt. For example, inqalabat sayyaratu. Inqalab is to turn over. This is form 7. How do you know it form 7? You see an in. Inshallah we'll learn. Inqalaba sayyaratuhu. His car turned. Walakinnahu salima. But he was safe. But he was safe. Naam, but he was safe. Last exercise, alhamdulillah, we are done. I thought it'd take 2 classes, but alhamdulillah, easy lesson, no? Give plurals of this. Kisun, akyasun, lawhatun, lawhatun, kharitatun, kharait, maps, ghilafun, I don't know ghilaf, ghilaf, aghlif, ghilafat, plural, ghilaf. Oh, we have answers, right? Ghuluf, ghuluf, okay. Ghilaf, ghuluf, covers. It comes in the Quran. وَقَالُوا خُلُوبُنَا غُلْف. They say our hearts are wrapped up. It's gulf there, not guluf. He said it's guluf. Maybe wrapped up means gulf. Lisanun alsina. Alsina. Yadun plural is aidin or al aidin. Manqus. What is the opposite of fawqa? Ma diddu fawqa? Tahta. Tahta. Vocabulary, let's go through quickly, inshallah. Because most of this we talked about, right? Qalamu hibr, fountain pen. Very easy vocabs also this lesson, alhamdulillah. Qalamu rasas, pencil. Qalamu jafun, ballpoint pen. Jafun means dry. Kharitatun, map. Kharait, waraqun, musattar, rule paper. Alam Islami, Islamic world. Kisun is bag. Kis, akyas, plastic bag or whatever. Qimatun, value, price. Hadiya, gift. Lawha, plaque, cardboard. نوع kind, أنواع نوع type. قسم نوع, same thing. قسم is a section, أقسام types. مشتري, مشترين, buyer. مشترون is the plural. You drop the ya. غلاف, cover, wrapper, title page. غلف is the plural. لسان, ألسنة, tongue. لسان, لسان العربي. معين, particular, specified. مقصود بالنداء, specified by calling. ضد, opposite. أشار يشير إشارة, to point something. This is form 4. We'll learn inshallah 2 points. Yushiru ila hazam. Nada yunadi form 3. How do you know form 4? Hamza you can see. How do you know form 3? Alif you can see after the first letter. To call. Salima aslamu, to be safe. Sallama li fulan. If it comes with li, it means to give handover. Dafa yadfa'u daf'an, to pay. Hawa yahwi hawaya. See hawa yahwi, to contain, hold. To contain or hold. Nafida yanfadu, to be exhausted. Come to an end, to finish. Inqalaba yanqalibu, inqilab, zindabad, to overturn. Inqalaba is to overturn. Halla yuhalli, form 2. Tahliya is to decorate. Halla yuhalli, to adorn someone with ornaments. Tahliya. There's a book also, Hilyatul Talib al-Ilm, the decoration of a student of knowledge, or ornament, right? How do we know what? How do we know what? Al-ismul muhalla bil al, a noun with al attached to it. Form 2. Oh, the lam is double, no? See, you can see 4 letters here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and the middle letter is double. Anytime the ain kalima is doubled, it is form 2. Like fa'ala. Last time we did, if you remember, about form 2. Like darrasa. Shadda. Yes, shadda shows you. Only on ain kalima, not the starting. And you might get confused with hajja. Oh, hajja also has shadda, right? But this is 3. This is the ha, jim, jim. 3 letters, not 4. Here you can see 4. Ha, lam, lam, 2 lams, right? And ya. Halla. 4 letters with ain kalima shadda is form 2. Allama, yes, to teach. Muallim, teacher. And adding alif lam tahliyatul ism bi al. Naam, alhamdulillah. This was a lesson, very simple lesson, alhamdulillah. Inshallah, barakallahu feekum. See you in the next class. Uh, Jazakallahu khairan. We have more 6 lessons, I think, in this book. I mean, this part. So, till 11th, I think it is. Inshallah. 9, 10, 11. 3 more, I think. You taught it long back. What? What did I teach? Form 2? Naam, inshallah. Oh, this topic. Yeah. Ma'rifa Nakirah. Yes. Naam, alhamdulillah. Yes, we taught it long back. Okay. Jazakallahu khairan. Barakallahu feekum. Yeah. Alhamdulillah. I just learned that time. So I taught it that time. Right? I learned from a shaykh or something that time. So I taught it. So alhamdulillah, he taught us now. Right? Alhamdulillah. So very easy. Alhamdulillah, barakallah fiqh. Anytime you see an ism, it should be ma'rifa or nakida. How do we identify? Al-alamu wa damiru wal ishara al-mawsulu wal idafatu wa yahu. Khalas. Barakallah fikum. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.